Ladies and gentlemen, now today is the second day of the global launch of Gigantic X. And if you've sat down and played this game for 20 minutes, you know that this game does not mess about. You are straight in at the deep end, man. Even some of the early boss fights are very, very challenging and also very punishing if you fail as well. And one of the big questions I'm seeing from a lot of new players, I mean, everybody is a new player technically, it's only been out 2 days, is how to level up and how to gear up fast to kind of get a solid base of equipment, some solid stats, so you can bypass and get through the content a little bit easier. And today I wanted to share kind of all my tips and tricks for kind of leveling up quickly, getting a solid foundation of gear, what to go for, what to craft, and what's really helped me out. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. And essentially speaking, what you're looking for is to get to the veteran level. So as soon as you get to level 15, you can access veteran, but even farming rookie and also veteran, there are 2 different types of missions that I found especially quick and especially easy to take care of. There are the defend location missions and also the gather energy missions, because you can really cheese those, especially if you have Rhea and you're quite fast at moving between groups of enemies, and I'll hopefully showcase a little bit of that today as well. So yeah, essentially there are 2 different types of missions that you're looking for, the defend ones and also the mining energy. I'm going to showcase the defend one first, but you can use a single character to gather gear pieces for all of the other characters. So Rhea, at least in my opinion, man, is just so good for quick and efficient questing. Like, Skadi isn't too bad either, but I think Rhea, as you're going to see today, is just the absolute queen of taking stuff down very, very quickly. Now, in terms of the gear set that we're using as well, this is one that can be crafted, the Trickster Power Suit, and to craft, like, any piece of the Trickster armor, it is 100 of the Albion ore, and for every, pretty much fuel that you spend, you get, like, 5 Albion ore. There's so much of it knocking about. It's crazy how much this racks up, even when you're kind of farming novice. So it's very good to look out to get 4 pieces of the Trickster set, because what that's going to do for Rhea is give you 1 more teleport charge, but also every time you use teleport, it will heal you for 5% of your maximum health. So that adds a lot of sustainability to Rhea. It's really, really, really good for a lot of the boss fights. And it's just absolute MVP as well. So I really do like that one. And also I picked up the Pandaxi MK1 backpack. And I really like this one because you can drop like medic stations. And you have like 2 charges and you gain 1 every 30 seconds. And the power-ups walking through them heal for 20% of your maximum health. So this combined with the teleport gives you a lot of sustainability. You don't really like need this one as much when it comes to questing, but it's really good for boss fights if you can pick it up. And also it's just good for a bit of emergency recovery as well. But the big nuke as well, or the combat decoy, if you do have those backpacks, they can be really, really good. Now, what we do when we see a defend mission and when we enter one on Rhea is we immediately go as close as we can to the front and just start shooting down with our plasma charge rifle, man. The charge cannon here just absolutely starts destroying opponents. So you can, you know, activate a couple of cannons there. I usually just go for the front line, and if I'm feeling a little bit cheeky, you can stay behind the barriers, or you can, you know, be a little bit cheekier if you would like to. Also need to activate this, get a little bit of an attack boost, and we have maybe been a little bit too cheeky here, so we're just going to fall back behind the barriers. So I think also here we can apply the freeze and then go in with the area effect. So she's just absolutely amazing for controlling like these massive groups of creatures, man. Absolutely love Rhea. Fantastic. Right, I don't think we even activated the second cannon in the end there. Right, we just got some of those. I think we've got some like dragon gargoyle type creatures at the back. I'm not really too sure what the official name for those are, but they're pretty easy to take down. And we got the final one, so let's sort this man out. And there we go. So yeah, really, really easy stuff. You can see how just straightforward and quick the defend ones can be. And this is even on veteran difficulty, so this is a little bit more difficult than the beginner one in comparison. So if you can, you always want to smash retry to see if you can get another one. But the The mine energy one as well is just crazy good. You need to play this one a little bit what is it, strategically, because whenever you pick up a big crystal, it's gonna greatly reduce the cooldown of an ultimate ability on the weapon that you have currently. So using this in a very clever way can allow you with her bullet dance, if you have the plasma one equipped, to quickly recharge the cooldown on that. So you can see we've already got half cooldown there. I'm going to switch to the charge cannon here, and then we're going to switch back and just nuke down single target and just get ready for the next wave here. It's exactly what we're after. And also every single one of these that you pick up is also going to increase your attack even more. So if you just keep on farming these, man, it is a really great time. Like, you get to a level where you can just absolutely nuke everyone. And yeah, you just roll through these waves, just keep on powering up and up and up. You get more damage. Just everything's going to recharge super quickly because the waves become a little bit more intense. I think actually we want to switch to that. Just fire off one of those and then nuke down if we can. Let's go for that. We still have what is it? 5 seconds to secure some alien energy as well, man. So we're doing well. You can see we're up to 60. Oh my goodness. We're up to 70, 75 mind energy right now. So let's apply the freeze, and what we can do here is just use that one. And then fire off the massive shot from the charge cannon. Let's go again. Let's go again. And I cannot aim downward for some reason. Right, we got it there. Dodge that rhino, and we got one more to go. You can see under a minute 30, man. Really straightforward stuff. You just need to play fairly aggressively there. Think about what you're doing strategically, and again, it's very quick and straightforward. And you might also notice we are getting double loot at the moment as soon as you hit level 20, and this is something to bear in mind. You get the buff for 24 hours, which gives you double loot in your mail, so that one can be very nice, very useful. Right, let's switch to that one. Get the energy back. Jump into this group. Hopefully some big ones. Fantastic. And not quite enough there, not quite enough. But there we go. If we go in now, should be enough. Hopefully we can get the cooldown back. Oh, not quite. So there's a little bit of weapon swapping going on. But it works out really well. Let's just blast stuff down, single target, go in, area of effect, just absolutely destroy everything. See what I mean, man? Rhea is just absolute beast mode. Look at this carnage, mate. Look at this carnage. We're just moving from 1 to 1, and it's mad. It's honestly so mad. And the Rhino Kings have come up. We're at 80 now. Let's freeze them. Let's use the bullet dance there. Let's switch to that. I don't know if that's going to line up. I thought that would get the Rhino Kings down, but the ultimate from the big old plasma cannon is really annoying to land sometimes, especially when there are lots of mini targets in the vicinity. There we go, another charge cannon. And one more shot I think is going to do it. So, sorted, man, just under a minute 30 again. And if we can, we're going to go for the retry. Oh, okay, unfortunately not. So yeah, really straightforward stuff for the most part in order to, you know, farm those missions, man. The defending ones, and also those mining ones are just absolutely ridiculous, and it's just good to, like, tab around and see what's going on. And every time, I think it's you do, like, 2 missions, I think all of them tend to reset. So if you're looking for a certain piece of gear for a certain character, you can always, like, you know, have a bit of a tab through and see what you're looking for. So there is a lot to go for, but in comparison, like, the exploration ones, especially on the veteran stage, can take anywhere between about, like, 3 to 6 minutes, depending on, like, your luck, and droid activation tends to take about 2 to 5 minutes. So I just find the defend locations and farm energy ones to be the most straightforward and quick to do. So we've already smashed out 3 missions in today's video, and just in terms of, like, alternate sources where you can gain fuel, because that might be an additional question that some of you have, you can get some from the the war point catalog, so doing some of the war-based stuff can give you that currency, so you can get 100 additional fuel. I don't know if it's every single day or whether it's based on a week or not. So time left is 8 hours before that one resets. But yeah, you can spend 2,000 of that on 100 fuel pack there, which is enough for like 20 veteran missions. So it really does go a considerably long way. Also via the shop, you can spend your krona. You can buy 100 fuel every single day there, and there is also fuel and krona. I don't think actually there's fuel in here, but there is krona at level 4 of the challenge if you need to grab a little bit of fuel there as well. And if we also go to battle and then go to the underworld, if you can somehow, and this is a really difficult one to do, but if you can pull off the special event of taking down the double poly chopper bounty, the first clear award, you actually get 100 fuel, and if you place in the top 100 by the end of it, you're going to get 100 additional fuel as well. So just, you know, keeps you going, keeps you farming those missions, keeps you leveling up there, which is a very nice time. And as I talked about earlier, if you want the war currency, you just need to farm stuff on the front line, and we've got a guide for like farming Arctic gear there, and you can do these ones to the best of my knowledge as much as possible. And using the this ore as well, you can craft high-tech T4 and T5 weapons, so that's quite nice. And also you have additional totems that can drop from the front line. So yeah, there's just a lot of additional sources, but really it's just those defend missions and also farming the energy that I found the most effective way to quickly kind of rinse through my fuel, get a lot of levels, get a lot of gear, get a lot of resources to craft gear as well. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy today's video, if it was helpful, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.